So let's go. Welcome everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the Vision Action Board Mastery with Soul Grow. My name is Niranjan, and for everyone who is here for the first time, who's seeing me for the first time, I am Sanchari's partner. And while Sanchari is the visionary, Sanchari is the creative force. I am the person who I am the implementation coach. I specialize in helping people build better habits in implementing the things. And before I turned into becoming an implementation coach, I was an artist. I used to teach people how to make beautiful illustrations in pens. In fact, Soul Grow was once Soul Flow Art. You can still see the book there, the Soul Flow Art. Soul Grow was once Soul Flow Art, and it started with me teaching pen illustration art classes. After which Sanchari joined in as a student, and then we fell in love with each other, and then a lot of things happened along the way. More about my story, more about our story, we will tell you as the time goes on. But right now, what matters truly is your story. Is what is your life about? And that is what matters more than everything. So if you are excited to start, comment in X and let's go. X, get active in the chat box. I'll be asking you to be very active in the chat box. How many of you? Yes, superb, superb. Good to see. Good to see the enthusiasm. Yes, Poonam, Pravina, good to see you all. How many of you have made your morning mineral cocktail? Show it to me. Yes. Show me your glass. Let's do it. Cheers. Let's go. Yes. Morning mineral cocktail. So let's do it. Cheers. And let's start with having a nice sip over it. You know the magic? We learned this from Mind Valley. For everyone who does not know, Mind Valley is an online platform. It's like you can think of it as a university for personal growth. We learned it from Mind Valley, and the real reason why you need to drink water that is slightly salted is when you wake up in the morning, your body uh, really loses a lot of water as you sleep. So you get dehydrated. But along with that, your body also loses a lot of salts and important electrolytes. So when you are starting with drinking with the water that is slightly salted, you're really compensating for all the lost salts and water. More than everything, when you are adding a lime as well, it immediately acts as a boost to your energy. The citrus that goes in the morning, it immediately makes your mind active. You see, a lot of times we are, used to waking up in the morning, and many times we often just rush into the day. So in the water, you add a little bit of lime, you add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and you start your morning with that. You try it, you immediately get a boost in the energy. How many of you, when you wake up in the morning, you kind of like feel rush, like you feel like, you're just rushing into the day? Yes. You feel yes, me, comment in me, raise your hands, me, feeling rushed into the day. Yes. And when you're feeling rushed into the day, you almost feel like when you contrast that with the other days when you're able to start your day in a nice and slow manner, you almost feel like your entire day is being rushed. At times, it takes you around till the afternoon to just get grasp of what is happening. Otherwise, by the time you wake up, immediately you have to run, you have to rush, you have to rush your husband, you have to rush your kids. Everything is rushed. Maybe some of you are super moms going for work as well. You rush for work, you go there, you rush into the metro, you come back, you rush, 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 rush. Waking up in the morning gives you that time and space to reflect, to start your day on a slow pace. When you wake up in the morning, you get that time, that quality time for yourself to just sit with yourself and process your thoughts. thoughts. That is the number one reason why you should all be waking up in the morning. So that you get this quality time for yourself. Let's all just take a moment and close our eyes. I want you all to pay deep attention to your breath. Deep attention to your breath. Now, sit upright, sit straight, your palm, your legs touching the floor, your palms facing outwards. Want you all to now slightly raise your chin up. Breathe in and let that fall out. Want you all to breathe in. Pay attention to your breath completely as it moves along and fall out. As you do this practice, I want you to now slowly start bringing your attention completely back to your breath. Your thoughts might be running in multiple streams. There are thoughts that are happening across across different channels, different stream of thoughts happening all at once. I want you to be able to pay attention completely to your breath. If your mind is drifting to another direction, simply bring it to your breath. Watch as the air goes in. Let it fill your lungs, your diaphragm, and fall back. I want you to start paying attention to your feet. If your feet is twitching, if you can feel like restlessness, maybe it's twitching, it's turning, bring your attention to your feet and you will see that it stops. Feel your weight on the floor, the weight of your legs on the floor. Gently turn your attention to the bottom of your feet. Bring it upwards. Slowly scan and bring it upwards to your knees. If your knees are shaking, if your knees are bending, moving around, bring your attention and you will see that it's almost becoming still. Bring your attention back to your upwards, take it upwards to your upper legs, your hips. If you are a strong visual thinker, you can imagine it like a CT scan. That round light is just going upwards on your body. If not, just gently place your attention across these parts and you're going to feel it come to life. Bring your attention upwards to your stomach, to your chest. As your attention comes upwards to your shoulders, straighten up if you have been bending forward, if you have been leaning too much back, sit upright, gently roll your shoulders back. If thoughts are tucking you away to different directions, and we bring them back to your body. Feel it illuminating. Let your attention go downwards towards your arms, your biceps, your elbows, down to your forearms, down across to your fingers. If you are feeling a slight twitching sensation, tingling sensation at the end of your fingers and your feet, it's great. Let it be. If you're not feeling anything, then it's completely fine as well. Simply take your attention upwards from your arms. Let this light of your attention slowly go upwards to your neck. Let it now shine across your face. Let the light now come slowly. Let it come all the way from to your head. Now, let this light go all the way down from your head. Let this light go down to your face, your neck, your upper back, shoulders, arms, cross your fingers, chest, abdomen, lower back. Just pay attention to each of these body parts as I guide you along. Your legs, the knees, and then down to your feet. Now slowly bring your attention back towards the external environment. Feel like, get a sense of the chair, the table. You can just move your hands around and feel the presence. And slowly, at your own pace, open your eyes. You might find it helpful to vigorously rub your palms, just generating enough heat before opening, generating enough heat placed across your eyes. Slowly open your lips. Just give some love to your body. How does that make you feel? You're feeling a sense of lightness. Yes. A sense of lightness, a calm, a joy. How did this practice make you feel? Yes. Calm. Purnima Desai says she's feeling calm. What about others? Karishma says she's refreshed. Anbarasi says it felt very great. Kadambari again says calm. Vidya says she's feeling energetic. Neetu says she's refreshed. Most if you're feeling light and calm. Navneeta says she's feeling rejuvenated, alive, fresh, feeling blessed, concentrated. See, this is our natural tendency. This is our natural state. This is the way we are supposed to be. You see, 100 years ago, if you were to walk across, a street and, just, I want you to do this right now. I want you to just I want you to now just smell yourself, just take a sniff, right? Maybe you're not feeling anything. Maybe some of you might sense a fragrant smell, or most of the time it'll be neutral. It's not like you're feeling anything, right? But 100 years ago, if you were to walk down the streets and if you were to smell, if you were to smell you or if you were to smell others, chances are that you would be stinking. You and others would be stinking. People years ago did not have the habits of brushing, showering as consistently as we do. Maybe in some places people took dips by the rivers, but the whole nature of washing with the soap and everything, yes, it's not that it wasn't that common practice. In fact, most people lived in below poverty conditions, and the whole world was smelling bad. Humanity just got used to that stench, and just lived with it. Now, if you had to suddenly go back in time, you'd feel like, oh my God, what is this? What's going on? Well, we have over the years developed systems to keep ourselves clean. We take a shower in the morning, we wash our face, we brush, we do all kinds of refreshing. Many of us even put makeup before going to work. We do everything to appear our best self physically. But how is it possible that many of us are okay with waking up in the morning and then feeling anxious, starting your day with anxiety, starting your day with feeling, this feeling of rush? The problem is that we have over these years not developed systems, over these years not developed enough systems to refresh our minds. We have systems to refresh our body, but we don't have enough practice to refresh our minds. You can literally wash your mind of these feelings and wash your mind of these feelings and feel refreshed. You can in fact just change your emotional state this way. How? The key is gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to start your day by thinking about something that you feel grateful for. Let's do it right now. I want you to now look back, open your journal. If you're maintaining a diary or a journal, a notebook for the class, you can take that. Okay. So give you a minute to take your journal. Here, in your journal, yes, you all have your journals. I want you to start writing. So I want you in your journal to write about 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for in your personal life. 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for in your personal life. Now, when you now these need not be grand things. Like if you have been fortunate to recently, yes, if you're using notes, you can do that. If you've been fortunate enough to recently go on a family vacation, then that's something amazing. If your child has won an award or something, if your husband has got a raise, then those are certainly things to be celebrated. A birthday, an anniversary, those are amazing stuff indeed. But why reserve our celebrations only to those amazing moments, those highlights? Why not experience gratitude for the small, small things? So you could think about small things, a smile, an interaction where you could connect with. Maybe it could be a delicious cup of coffee you had. It could be about a meaningful conversation you had with a close friend, or with your child, or with your husband. It could be about a nice meal you had. It could be about you getting some clothes that you like and you enjoyed it, a shopping experience. Maybe you got time to sit by and watch with your favorite show. You got some good quality time. And as you do this, rather than just writing, I want you to reflect. Take 10 seconds each of each of those moments. Reflect upon each of those moments. Take 10 seconds each and feel the gratitude. Take a moment, close your eyes. As you write, reflect upon each of those points and say thank you. It'll be helpful to visualize those moments that happened in time, letting yourself experience those feelings. And you're just sending a silent thank you to the universe. Now, I want you to think about your professional life. Think about 3 to 5 things that happened in your professional life that you could feel grateful for. It could be a project gone well. It could be a new raise, promotion. Those are all indeed wonderful things. But they could also be small things, like maybe getting appreciation. You're getting appreciation for the work you're doing. In fact, if you're a homemaker, right? If you're a homemaker, and we call all our homemakers dream makers. Okay? If you are a dream maker, because you make the dreams of so many others possible, right? Now it's also time that you start taking action more towards your dreams. That's the only thing. We have a way for that as well. I want you to think about your professional life and write 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for in your professional life. If you're a dream maker, you can think about specific, meals that you prepare that others appreciate, that make others' day possible. You could think about the specific corners in your home that you keep very clean. For all the working professionals here, you need not just think about the big things. Of course, the big things are there to be celebrated. But you can also think of small things like a nice conversation with a coworker, an exciting project. It could be that you got your salary on time. So many people struggle because they don't get their salaries on time. Maybe you have a good team, supportive team, kind boss. Whatever it is, I want you to just take 10 seconds each at your right. And also experience those feelings of gratitude, joy, of happiness, of just that essence. I'm glad this is happening for me. And observe how immediately you're feeling a rush of, you're feeling a rush of endorphins. You're just feeling just a joy, feeling of a sensation of joy. For many of you, it might be an overwhelming feeling of happiness. Maybe some of you, tears might start coming, but that's all right. These are all how we are supposed to be living. You're not supposed to be living anxious, stressed, overthinking. And I hope you have all been able to find 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for. Yes? Give me a yes in the chat box if you're able to write and find things that you could feel grateful for in your life. Yes. Beautiful. Awesome. Now, we've spoken about your personal as well as your professional life. But none of this matters if one person did not exist. The one person that truly matters, without whom the whole world does not matter. Who's that person? Who's it? Is it parents? Is it God? Who's it? It is yourself. Yes, you're all smart. You're telling my own self. If you are not here, why does anything else matter? Right? Yourself. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, has said this. We often love ourselves the most, but it is often we are most self-critical of ourselves. Right? We always consider other people's opinions, what others think, what others will do. Always above ourselves. I want you to now take that, bring that love back towards yourself. I want you to feel, right, 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for about yourself. 3 to 5 things that you could feel grateful for about yourself. What is it? It could be your qualities. Yes, turn on all your cameras. You can see so many of your smiling faces. Man, I'll be missing it all if your cameras were off. Yes. All of you, turn on your cameras. 3 to 5 things. What could you feel grateful for? It could be a quality about yourself. It could be the fact that you woke up in the morning. How many of you are waking up this early morning after a very long time? Raise your hands. You're waking this up. Yes, Gayatri, Bhumi, Karishma, Nina, Prerna. So many of you are waking up. Yes, Bhairavi, Anparis. So many of you are waking up this early morning after a very long time. So you have the drive, the determination. Yes, I am going to wake up. Congratulations. I know how difficult it is to wake up in the morning. First thing. It could be that you have certain qualifications. You have certain skills. We explored your skills and your talents. We had shared a strength finder test to everyone who came yesterday. We had shared a strength finder test for you all today. So you can take that test today. Yes, even typically, when we hold our morning classes, that is also held at 6 a.m. Typically, we start at 6 a.m. our usual morning classes. But this time, we said, everyone wants to wake up at 5, so let's make them wake up at 5. Yes. It could be that you are a person who's joyful, who's encouraging, who's always helping others. It could be a physical aspect of yourself. Maybe you like your hair. Maybe you like how toned your arms are. What works for you? I want you to write that. And as you write, I want you to take a few seconds and say thank you to yourself. Feel that pride. Feel that energy. Feel that your sense of joy and gratitude towards yourself for you being the person who you are. You have in the past overcome so many challenges, so many hurdles, and you're here. Today is going to be an amazing start. New start. Take that time and say thank you to yourself. Take a few seconds and reflect upon you. A few seconds and reflect upon you. Say thank you to yourself. And here we go. Now, how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? It's right. It feels wonderful, right? It feels wonderful to be alive this way. You feel great. You feel great about yourself, right? You feel good. You feel great. You feel amazing about yourself, right? You're feeling a freshness. You're feeling a sense of, you're feeling a sense of internal power, proud about yourself, right? You woke up with a feeling of excitement. This whole morning practice, now you literally reset. You reset your mind, you reset your emotions. You see, most of the time we are often at the mercy of external events, and that decides how we feel. But imagine if you could just flip the equation, if you could just flip the switch, and you could decide how you felt, regardless of what the external circumstances are. That you could define how you want to your experience of this world to be. And it's 100% possible within your control. The biggest lie that we have been sold to is that your mental health, your emotions, all of that is outside of your control, and you need pills to feel good. That is the biggest lie you have been told. You can, in fact, this is fully within your power, within control. You have everything you need to experience joy, to experience gratitude and energy within you in this moment. And that's a very powerful way to look at the world. Yes. The biggest lie you have been told to is that how you should feel is decided by what others say, what others think of you. No, it's all in your power. It's all in your control. You are the sense of power. I want you to feel that power. You are that power. You have it. Yes, you do. Now, to start your day on a nice, calm note, you're sitting, you're experiencing joy, experiencing gratitude, everything. The number one determining factor, according to me, for you to experience lasting peace and for you to experience a lasting sense of peace and calm is knowing exactly how your day is going to shape up and having clarity, a definiteness on how you want your day to go. Yes, yes, we'll be having the dance party. The dance party we'll be having, of course, certainly coming. But before that, you see, a lot of times in life, we have a lot of responsibilities, right? We have a lot of responsibilities. We have a lot of things that we need to do. A lot of things that we need to do. Yes. And often we get so carried away with doing those things that we never really take a time to sit back and reflect upon what is it that truly matters in life. You see, if you want to change your life, reading a motivation book is a bad idea. The reason is that they talk about such grand visions, they talk about such big grand visions and everything. But can you really build a grand life? Can you really? What you can actually do is you can have an amazing day. You have an amazing day today. You have an amazing day tomorrow. You have an amazing week. You have 4 amazing weeks. It becomes an amazing month. You have 10 amazing months. It becomes a fantastic year, right? You take on what you can truly control is this day, this moment. That is what being in the moment means. This is where you have power, the power of now. I want you to take a moment and now reflect upon your day. How is it that you want your day to shape up? In your journal, I want you to now write about how you want your entire day to go. You can see Sanchari is watering the flower, and that's certainly her way of starting the day on a wonderful note. How are you spending your time? I want you to now think about each aspect of the day. Think of each hour of the day. Right now, we are waking up in the morning. We will start, we'll finish, we'll wrap up. We'll have a dance workout, then a breakfast, and then which will be followed by a short class. And by 8 a.m., you will all be free to go. So after that, you have your day. Yes. How do you want your day to unfold? You can start thinking about how the hour from 8 to 10 a.m. is going to go. What are the things that you want to do then? Do you want to spend it doing housework? Do you want to spend it on yourself? Maybe you want to take some time and reflect upon your day. Maybe you want to, reflect upon the lessons you learned. Maybe you want to take the test, right? Maybe you want to, some of you might get so inspired with this. You might want to treat yourself by going out and having a nice breakfast outside. Maybe you're so tired of eating home food. Maybe you could just try out that nice restaurant down there. Maybe you are going outside or at home, you're trying something fun and creative. How do you want your morning first 2 hours of the day to go? What about after 10? For me, after this class, I will take some time. I will get myself refreshed and then I'll prepare for my next session. My next session of the day starts at 10:30 a.m. So which is for the Impact Pro. And Impact Pro is our 21-day transformation program. How many of you here love this whole concept of waking up in the morning and starting your day on this note? And you think it would be a fantastic idea if you could do this every day? Or if you think that would be a fantastic idea if you could do this every day, follow it up with small tasks for each day. Yes, Prerna, Kadambari, Bhumi, Nina, Karishma, yes. Impact Pro challenge or Impact Pro or the 21-day challenge is exactly about that. I'll explain to you the program details and everything as we go towards the end of the session. I certainly will tell you about it. But it's a community that has given to so many champions, that has given birth to so many champions, had so many people, gave so many people such fantastic results. And just through the very power of the morning routine, they've been able to fully turn into their version 2.0, the version that you wrote yesterday in your vision board. It's all about habits, right? So how do you want your morning out to go? Now think about the time from 10. If you're going for work, if you have work, or if it's housework, maybe it's a holiday. How do you want to spend the time? Consciously decide and write. You can think of the time from breakfast until lunchtime. What are the things that you want to do? What would be the ideal scenarios? Write them down. You can write it in the form of an essay, or you can write this as bullet points. Maybe you want to make time for the small things, the joyful activities like Sanchari is doing with watering the plants. Maybe you feel like it's a nice time for you to go take a walk in the park. How do you want your time to go? I mean, you're gifted with this day. So many people have told me that Niranjan, I've never thought about this so before. When I made a do-it list, I had so much time. I did not even realize I had so much time. I did not know where my time was going. Now I'm looking, I have so much time to do all the things that I want to do. What about your lunch? What do you want to eat? Are you going to rush into a meal? Are you going to take your time and prepare a good meal? Or are you going to order out, eat out? Do you have your cafeteria, your place where you go typically? I want you to think about that. Yes. You see, the biggest reason uh, why we should be writing our do-it list, why, the biggest reason why you're going to love making your do-it list is because your mind, you realize that your head becomes totally free of it then. From your mind, you're putting it on paper. And it's like numbers. When you put it on paper, it's over. Otherwise, you have to store it in your mind and causes a lot of emotional toll on you. Here, you just feel free. What about your afternoon? Are you going to, do you have work? Are you going to spend it relaxing? If it is work, what are your responsibilities? Take a moment and I want you to write that, reflect upon that. If it's relaxation, how do you want to relax? Is your idea of relaxation spending time with family? Is your idea of relaxation reading, giving yourself time with a book? Or maybe do you want to give yourself time for a hobby? You're giving yourself time for a hobby. Maybe you decide that you want to do that. Maybe something that you had been putting off, postponing for a while. Yes, you're all able to do plan your day along with me. Yes, you're all getting clarity of how your day is shaping up. Yes, give me a thumbs up, double thumbs up if you're able to do this. Superb. What about your evening? How do you want your evening to go? Maybe you decide that it's time that you gave yourself another physical activity. Maybe you went to play you want to go and play badminton. Maybe you want to try swimming. I don't know. Maybe you want to go for a walk, an evening walk. Maybe it's a nice Saturday evening and you want to go watch Kalki movie. What do you want to do? How do you want your evening to shape up? Once again, you can write it in the form of an essay, like a story that you're writing for yourself, or you can write it. Yes, I saw it. Me and Sansari saw Kalki first day, first show. We loved it. Loved it. And since then, we made it a point to recommend to everyone to watch it. Yeah. You can also sketch. You can also sketch and draw. Of course, you can sketch and draw as well. Okay. Whatever ways you want to do, you can sketch and you can draw. Yes. So now think about your evening. What about your nighttime? Maybe today you decide to spend 10 minutes sitting by sunset, experiencing gratitude. You see, the joy in life is not shaped by those highlights. We place a lot of, we overvalue the highlights like the graduation time, the promotion, the birth. We give a lot of hype to these highlights, the marriages. But life is all made of small, small moments. And if you can get yourself to appreciate the small moments, such as just, just watching the sunset, walking the dog, spending time with your kids, having a good bonding time, maybe just enjoying your this beverage or a delicious cup of coffee, you have an amazing life. Oh, wow. So it's a deja vu for Anbarasi. That's amazing. Great things happen. Great things are coming your way. Now, what about your night time? How do you want to unwind? How do you want your night to go? A lot of us spend our night binge watching, maybe, watching binge watching, then just scrolling on phone, maybe, looking at Facebook, Instagram, replying to angry comments, politics. You spend a lot of time giving away a lot of energy to a lot of external factors that are really outside of your control. In our 21-day transformation, we make people do something called the evening routine. The evening routine, just like the morning routine, is the time that you make it to unwind for the night. And a mandatory part of that is no screen time. You avoid screen at least half an hour before you sleep. This is important because it you get a better sleep when you are not when you're not seeing the screen actively for that time. The blue lights off from the screen, they really affect your sleep. And secondly, instead of giving your energy for others, external factors, you give that time just like you spent in the morning on yourself. In the evening as well, you spend it on yourself. Maybe reviewing your day, maybe writing in your diary, maybe updating your to-do list, maybe reading a book. You give that time for yourself, and you see that you have a fantastic good night's sleep. So maybe tonight you can try an evening routine. Instead of watching and then struggling to sleep, you can have a no screen time. You can practice a no screen time tonight. You can maybe write in your journal, read. So many other things that you can do. Pick on a creative hobby. Have great conversations with your family. Read a bedtime story to the kids, maybe. Things, those moments that you truly cherish. Yes. Now I want you to now look into your entire day. I want you to look into your entire day from Navanita. Please stay for another 5 minutes. Okay. So I want you to now reflect upon your entire day from morning till evening. Just look into the day and just take a moment, close your eyes and seek permission from the universe for these to come true exactly the way that you want it. Prayer is not asking a person up there to do the things for you. Prayer is simply seeking permission, the universe to support you on the things that you set your intention to. It's an act of faith. Simply just take a moment, and doesn't matter what your religious or spiritual beliefs are. If you're an atheist, you can seek permission from the universe, from the world, from your internal power to grant you the strength for the day to turn it the way it wants to go. If there is a religious, if there's a religion you follow, You can seek permission from that. Allah, Jesus, Krishna, Rama, whoever. Just take a moment and seek seek permission for your day to come through. Open your eyes. Yes. Just the very act of thinking for your day to come in a certain way, setting the intention is going to give you so much power to actually have control over your day. And if nothing, what you can truly control are your thoughts and your reactions to any obstacles or any situations that the world throws at you. Yes. All right. Now you may all open your eyes. We will be now one common, it would be fantastic if you could start every morning like this. But be honest with me, how many of you think this is very time consuming? It's nice and all, but ये मुझसे नहीं हो सकता. This is too much, and it takes 1 hour. I don't have 1 hour in the morning. I have kids to send to school. I have to get ready for work. I have so many things to do. Be honest with me if you think that this is impractical and it's too time consuming. Yes, Vidya, thank you so much. Karishma, thank you so much for being honest. Let me tell you something here. We took this time because we are doing it for the very first time, and I had to explain so many things to you. And I had to take the time to teach you, to make you understand the essence, the reasons. But really, if you're doing it on your own, with practice, it takes less than 20 minutes in the morning. In fact, when we do as a part of our 21-day challenge, day 1, we take 40 minutes. Day 2, we take 30 minutes. After 1 week, we eventually bring it down to 20, less than 25 minutes. And that's all that you need. 20 minutes in the morning. Can you all afford for yourself? Yes, 20 minutes in the morning. You must, you can. Right? You will, you must. 20 minutes in the morning. If you say you can't, just wake up 15 minutes early. No. Wake up that time. Because the time that you spent doing this is really saving you up so much time. When you are experiencing a peak emotional state, you are doing everything so much better. When you have a plan, a do-it list, you take on things faster. You're able to complete your work faster and you become more efficient. By spending 20 minutes in the morning on yourself, you're adding an additional 2 hours into your life every day. You can write this down. By giving yourself 20 minutes in the morning, giving yourself 2 hours every day. Yes. Now, it's amazing what we did with our mind, what we did with our thoughts. But you see, the biggest game changer is how you feel your body, is how you can experience it. Nothing beats this more than an exercise. We will now be starting the most awaited, the most favorite part of this day. We are going to be doing a complete guided dance workout. And there's also a time I can bring out my skills as a dancer. Before I became an art coach, before I became a personal development coach, I was an art coach. Before I was an art coach, I used to teach people how to break dance. And this is a time I can really bring that thing. I love this. And you're all going to have the most fantastic half an hour of your life, the most fantastic time of your life. I will give you another, how much time do you need to just quickly wash your face, change to your exercise clothes? Yes, how much time do you need? 7 minutes will do. 5 minutes, I think, is too less. 7 minutes. Yes, 7 minutes is enough. Yes, ready? So many of you are ready for it. But anyways, I'll just give you enough time to just wash your face, maybe take a bio break And because once we start, we go continuously. We go continuously. Yes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes. I am setting a timer here. And in 5 minutes, you're all going to come, switch. You can change, switch to your exercise clothes, maybe have some water, get ready. And all of you are now going to turn on your cameras and you are going to have the most amazing, crazy time of your life. All of you now get ready, leave. I'll be setting the timer here and let's go. Hey everyone. Yes, you're all ready? Let's go. All of you turn on your cameras. All of you. I see you, Kadambari. I see you, Purnima. I see you, Karishma, Vasanti, Bhairavi, Najiba. There are no invisible dancers allowed here. All of you are supposed to turn on your cameras. Let's go, guys. Yes, yes. It's also a test whether you're all ready before we start. You might find it helpful to keep a water bottle by your side so you can have a bottle there. Keep a bottle. Yes, all of you there. Let's go. Pooja, Smita, Poonam, many of you are here. Videos are off. All right, all right. I see you. Okay, so you ready? Yes. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. So this is how we'll be doing. I will be playing the music. You can follow along the movement, the steps along as you go. And the steps are going to be pretty much easy for you to follow along. But if you find yourself short of breath, needing, feel free to, just stop, take a breath. But always remember to push yourself. Don't go too easy on you. But at the same time, I don't want you to push yourself to a point where you feel short of breath or something. So, just keep it at your pace, keep the intensity at your pace. Okay? Yes. And you can also feel free to improvise along the steps as we go along. Let's go. Let's go. You ready? Let's go.
Ready? Yeah. All right, let's go.
जितने भी नचते थे सारे कोई नहीं तेरे जैसा लगदा गिर गए आसमां से तारे ना बिंदिया तू ऐसे चमका
जी कल्ले कल्ले रहना मनु अच्छा लगदा जो भी तू कहे सारा मनु झूठा लगदा मेरे जैसा मिले कर भी तू कच
अंग्रेजी म्यूजिक में दे दे तू पंजाबी सारी दुनिया में जी हिट है पंजाबी सच
Great job, everyone. Great job. Now we just get it warmed up. Go. In the count. 3, 4. Okay.
Camera's on. This time
Camera's
you
on.
need to be on. Energy high, guys.
Y'all know? Let's go. Song 3.
పొలం గట్టు దుమ్ములోన పోట్ల గిట్ట దూకినట్టు పొలేరమ్మ జాతరలో పోతరాజు ఊగినట్టు కిర్రు చెప్పులేసుకొని కర్ర సాము చేసినట్టు మర్రి సండు నీడలోన కుర్ర గుంపు కూడినట్టు ఎర్ర జొన్న రొట్టెలోన మిరప దొక్కు కలిపినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 తీర నాటు 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 కూర నాటు 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 పచ్చి మిరపలాగా పిచ్చ నాటు 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 పిచ్చు కత్తిలాగా వెర్రి నాటు తిరిపోయేలా ఢండన తరమూగినట్టు సెవలు సిల్లు పడేలాగా కేసు బిడ్డ కూసినట్టు చేలు సిటికెలేసేలా ఎప్పారం సాగినట్టు కాలు సింధు తొక్కేలా దుమ్మారం రేగినట్టు ఒళ్ళు చెమట పట్టేలా ఈ రంగం చేసినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీర నాటు 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 కూర నాటు 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 గంట పారలాగా చెట్ట నాటు 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 ఉక్కమోతలాగా టిక్క నాటు భూమి తత్తరిల్లేలా ఒంటిలో నిరగటమంత రంకలేసి ఎగిరేలా ఎసే రోయకాయకి నాటు 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 దులిపేలా లోపలున్న పానమంతా టుముకుటుముకులాడేలా దూకేలో సరాసరి నాటు నాటు నాటు
Catch your breath. Take a sip of water if needed.
No?
Get
Ready
on
for
the
the next?
bed.
Go.
Wow, Purnima, Kadambari, Gayatri, Manisha. Super.
बाबू तू बड़ा चेप है कुछ हद से ही ज्यादा दिल थिक है निगोड़ी तेरी कंपनी में हाय मेरी ये जवानी अनसेफ है बाबू बड़ा चेप है कुछ हद से ही ज्यादा दिल थिक है निगोड़ी तेरी कंपनी में हाय मेरी ये जवानी अनसेफ है
Go main step. Let's go. Give me high five. Go and high five. Have it the energy. Yeah, pulling down.
यार तू ही दिलदार तू ही मेरा प्यार तेरा मेरे दिल में है दरबार कर दे एक बार बेड़ा पार मुझे घर पार लगे बेकार फिरूं मैं बन के तेरा जोगी
तू यार तू ही दिलदार तू ही मेरा प्यार तेरा मेरे दिल में है दरबार
कर दे एक बार बेड़ा पार मुझे घर पार लगे बेकार फिरूं मैं बन के तेरा जोगी कहता है दीवाना तेरा ही अफसाना
You're almost there. Don't give
दुनिया
up.
में क्या खोना क्या पाना आरज़ू है दिल है तू ही तू बना हूँ मलंग तो सब है दंग हुई ये दुनिया मुझसे तंग लाई है उमंग एक तरंग बाज मृदंग तो बदले ढंग फिरूं मैं बन के तेरा जोगी
तू यार तू ही दिलदार तू ही मेरा प्यार तेरा मेरे दिल में है दरबार
कर दे एक बार बेड़ा पार मुझे घर बार
You guys did so well. Come on, wow. You did
Let's
so
go.
well.
That is amazing, right? That was amazing. That was worth the celebration. That was amazing, was it
It was
not?
amazing, right? So now we get on to the next part of this part where we will now go for breakfast. Okay. So gather your breakfast. Yesterday we had already told you that you have to meal prep, keep it ready. 7 o'clock we will meet here and have breakfast together. We have a very special ritual for you. 7 o'clock, get your breakfast. We'll have your breakfast together with all of us. And then we will tell you what is the next thing. You'll be free by 8. Don't worry. Okay. So I'll see you at 7 o'clock with your breakfast there. Okay.
Yes.
Take a breather, catch a water.
That's it, guys. Have some water. You guys did amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. You see, this feeling, it is priceless. Value it. It is a joy that you're experiencing for giving, for prioritizing you. You deserve it.
So go wash your face, get your breakfast, catch a breather. See you at 7. We'll have breakfast together, okay? So come at 7.
So in between, I have one small activity for you all. You see, we had almost 88 registrations, out of which 45 people have come. Now, now I want you all, let's make everyone who missed today, feel a little jealous. So I want you all to comment in the group how amazing your morning experience was. Take 2 minutes, comment in the group how amazing was your morning experience, the dance workout, the gratitude practice, and everything. Share with everyone how it is making you feel in your groups. And we will see you again at 7. All right. See you.
today we have a very, very special ritual of eating breakfast. I know all of us eat breakfast every day, all of us eat meals every day. But today we are going to have a mindful breakfast. What is a mindful breakfast? A mindful breakfast is one in which our body absorbs the best of the nutrients. Mindful breakfast is one where we are truly grateful for the food that we are eating, that we truly feel a deep sense of love and emotion towards the food we eat. So there are some rules in order to eat mindfully. So what is the first rule? We will not use any other distraction. No phones, no watching friends, no watching an episode, nothing. We will just sit silently. We will not even play music. We will just eat, be very present and be in the moment. The second step is we will have mindfully eating. What is mindfully eating? Every bite we do, we will take the taste, we will savor it, we will let it go deep into our stomach. And also, each bite we will chew 20 times. The reason why we are doing this is I will not go into a lot of details, but the gut is our second brain. It is where all our nutrition gets assimilated. It's where all our food and energy comes in. So we have to respect our gut, and we will today follow this. For the next 20 minutes, we will eat very silently. We will eat in peace because the food that goes into your stomach is literally making who you are. So take your breakfast, and I want no distractions. Don't check your phone yet. Nothing is important more than you and your gut today. And we will have this breakfast. Okay, so it's 7:10. We will exactly at 7:30 start our next session, which is going to be which is going to be on habits. Till then, I want you to have your breakfast mindfully. Simply savor each bite that you have. No devices. Thank your every bit and chew each bite 20 times. Okay, let's do this. Those who have joined just right now, we are having mindful breakfast, which means no device, nothing. We will thank our food. And the most important part is chew each bite 20 times. This is something we don't do usually. But today we will chew each of our bite 10 times, which means the digestion process starts here itself. We can accelerate this a lot by simply doing this. Every bite, chew it 20 times. In everyday life, we don't do it. We quickly grasp it. Today, every bite you do. 25, 20 times, feeling grateful towards the food. I know it might be getting a little boring, but boring is good. Boring is nutritious. Okay, 10 more minutes to go. Have your breakfast slowly. No rushing. Even when we start, you can keep having breakfast. Have it as slow as you can.
Hello, good morning. We're back. So, how did it feel? How does it feel to eat mindfully? Yes, Najiba says it's fulfilling and satisfying. Prerna says she felt she's amazed at how much she had taken so much time for granted. Yes, appreciating each bite, healthy breakfast. Kadambari says that felt felt that little food is enough when we chew it slowly. I enjoyed eating in silence, no thoughts running in my mind. Thank you for this experience. It is so true, right?
And this is I was yesterday sharing how I've been able to lose weight. This is one of the best hacks because when you eat mindfully, you will notice that you really eat for nutrition and you're doing the quantity decreases. You don't stress eat. You don't, go out eating junk. Very little food, even if you eat it with so much contentment and
Contentment.
peace.
And there is a direct correlation between the time you take to eat a meal versus how full you feel. If you eat very quickly, you naturally want to eat more because you never are getting the satisfaction. But you take your time, you chew each food 20 times, sometimes even chewing up to 30 times. Then you really take your time and eat. And by the time you generally eat half of what you eat, you would feel full
And it increases your appreciation for food. You are individually able to taste each ingredient. We just don't gobble it up. We are able to give focus on each of this. Like somebody had said, kishmish, each individual
the
ingredient.
flavor you
I
get.
have been having oat shakes for every day for the last few months, and I so enjoy the whole process of this.
Right. I mean, once you experience the whole idea of eating mindfully, we all, there is a very beautiful book by Thich Nhat Hanh. It literally says how to eat. Very odd title, right? How to eat, but we all need to learn how to eat.
So all of us who ate this together, danced with us together, I'm so glad to you. Tell me who all are in mood for one more class today after this.
Yes. It's not, I know it's not part of anything planned. None of you have, we have not shared a schedule with any one of you. It's a complete bonus that we are giving you.
So we
Yes.
told you about how we are going to, we told you about the 21-day challenge. We are going to show you today live and we help meet you and make you meet the other participants.
Other participants in the 21-day challenge. So for everyone, yes, for everyone who said you're in, Komal, Neena, I know Maitri is always in. For everyone who said you are in, Vasanti, we will be sharing the link here in the WhatsApp group. Session starts at 10:30 a.m. This session will end maximum by 8:15, and then at 10:30 you can all join in for another bonus masterclass. It's complete
Best
bonus.
day ever.
Best day ever, right?
You know what we'll make? We'll make a mood board, something you probably might have never made. Lot of fun. But for now, let's talk about habits. Let's talk about rituals. A short session we'll do, then you can go take a little nap and come back at 10:30.
How does that sound? Sounds good? Yes?
You get to spend your entire day with us today.
Beautiful, right?
So let's start and learn about habits. A little bit about habits is Niranjan is my original mentor, the first person who introduced me to habits, rituals, and just like small things like mindful eating and all. These things compound over so much. And the reason I have been able to become who I am today is because of all these habits, rituals that he has reset for us. So let us do this today and let's do a quick habit recap.
So, hey Samiksha, I'll just share the link to the WhatsApp group. So just join in right now and then so you don't miss, okay? We tried to, we manually checked and added as many members as possible, but I still think the group is short of like 5 to 10 members. So we'll just, I'm sharing the link here. All right. The session you can expect it to go for around 2 hours long, 12:30, by around 12:30. Okay? By 12:30, maximum one, mostly 12:30, the 10:30 a.m. session will be good. Again, there's no compulsion. It's a complete bonus for everyone who wants to spend more time with us. Okay. Yes, Navneeta, it's a bonus. It's not like a mandatory thing where, yesterday we tracked the attendance and we were very happy to find that we had a 70% show up. 70% of people who came yesterday had come yesterday, and it absolutely blew our minds.
Special gifts for those who attend
All the 3 days, you can see this. So we checked this and we found 63 out of you had already attended, and that's absolutely amazing. So now today, again, we will see how many of you were there. I'll just okay. So how many of you were there? I'll track today, and then we are going to go at it. Okay. So now here, we all, see, let's understand what are we here for in the first place. We are here because we want to build an amazing life for ourselves, right? I mean, you all saw many of you are part of our previous WhatsApp groups. You're part of our many of you are platinum membership groups, and many of you are part of our LifeCraft, already part of our mentorships, LifeCraft masterclasses. So many of you are here who have been with us for a very, very long time, been part of our coaching and mentorships. How many of you are coming here for the first time? Comment in me. Yes. Me, Gayatri is coming for the first time. Nina is coming. Navneeta, Drishti, Geetanjali, Purnima, Priya. So many of you are coming here for the first time, right? So now, if you are here, you probably saw us through your Facebook, Instagram. You saw an ad and you clicked and you registered and you came in. You had a reason for coming. Just take a moment and type in what is your reason for coming here. What made you want to take action? What made you want to join? Is it because you felt like it's probably because you have a lot of dreams that you want to accomplish? Yes, you have a lot of dreams that you want to accomplish. Maybe you have unfulfilled desires which you want to now take action towards. Maybe you've tried, certain things in the past. Maybe you have a idea, you want to launch your own brand or your own coaching someday, and you want to get a start. You want to you want to overcome procrastination. You want to work better. You want to become a better parent, right? You want to become a better you. Yes, I want to help in finding out to be perspective. I want to find a schedule for myself. Get me to my same with me, right? My vision is to vision board. You want to create a vision board, right? Why even vision board? Vision board is because you want clarity. What all of you are seeking at some point here is clarity, right? Now, what really stops us from reaching the clarity? The biggest challenge that I have seen, that I have observed, is all of you, please turn on your cameras. Session is no fun when your cameras are off. All of you turn on your cameras. Now we are past our breakfast stage and you can all turn on the cameras, okay? So what stops us from really reaching the clarity? You see, what I have observed is that many of us wrongly believe that we need to have a we need to be fully clear with exactly what we need to be doing in life. We need a complete exact thing, and we need exactly what we need to be doing in life. We need that perfect strategy. I want that I have the goal. I want that perfect strategy. I want exactly all the details on how exactly to do it. Okay, I love Priyanka's filter, by the way. It's a little creepy, but look at Priyanka Patel's filter. Look at that. It's like that. Why so serious? You see that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So you see, we feel that, we have that, we feel we need that strategy. That is the exact strategy. But let me ask you, is it really the lack of strategy that is preventing you from becoming an action taker, no matter whatever your goal is? Is it really the lack of strategy? Because if I want strategy, how many of you have used AI and ChatGPT? If you know AI, if you know ChatGPT, then it's actually, you'll realize that getting a strategy is very simple, right? Tomorrow you're going to learn about AI and ChatGPT, and Sanchar is going to show you how you can very easily get a strategy in just a matter of minutes, really. And honestly, all the information that you want is already out there on the internet. Everything that you want is already out there on the internet, right? Anything you want, you can learn from the internet free for YouTube on days. anything, pretty much anything you want, you can learn for free on YouTube. Then what is really stopping us? You see, what is really stopping us is that we underestimate the power of small day-to-day actions. We underestimate the power of daily small wins. You see, today morning, when you woke up in the morning and you started your day with a meditation, you would have felt a little good. This is feeling good. It feels a little different. Then when you went ahead and when you practiced your gratitude and when you did all this, you started feeling very good about yourself. Oh, this is good. Something seriously good is happening. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude. I'm feeling a lot of joy. I'm not generally supposed to feel this way, but this is happening and I like it. So you get all these. Then when you make your plan, now you have so much clarity. And after exercise, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I feel so wonderful. Which when followed by the breakfast, the mindful breakfast, you are like, this is the best morning in my life. Right? Small actions taken one after another, after another, after another. Eventually, it led to what? A huge win. Yes, compounding effect. Compounding effect. This is the power of compounding. Just like your money, when put systematically in an investment, it compounds over time. Similarly, your actions that you take, one builds over another, one thing stacks over another, and then eventually it leads to a large effect. I want you all to write this. I want you all to note this because it's going to be life-changing if you truly apply. Always, always in your day, aim for small wins in whatever means possible. When you wake up in the morning, when you don't hit the snooze button and you wake up in the morning, it's a win for you. When you choose to start your day mindfully rather than checking the phone, it's a win for you. Right? When you choose to eat in peace, silently, rather than gobble up food and rush, it's a win for you. When you every day you overcome laziness and you choose exercise, it's a win for you. Now, 5 wins combined makes an amazing day. And this is just for one day. Now imagine if you could do that for every day, then what does it become? What would you become? These daily wins are what you can call as habits. If you can consider your life like in terms of like a garden, and garden is a very good analogy for a life. Habits are the plants, the seeds that you put. You see, right now your garden might be a little, like a lot of, a lot of weed grown over it. Maybe it's a little dark, dim, not really, not really, it's most pleasant. But if you want to turn that to a fragrant garden, and by garden, I'm using the garden analogy for your life, with beautiful flowers, lots and lots of blessings and abundance and sunshine, then you can think of every habit that you're practicing, every win that you're getting as putting the seeds for a new plant. And every negative habit, and by negative habit, I'm simply talking about habits that really are not leading you to any fulfillment over the long term. We all know what those habits are. Habits that lead us to being in a state of negativity, being, self-defeating habits. We all have it. So you can call them sansari. Yesterday you used it, right? What is that? Awful. Yes. Automatic failure mechanisms. We all have our failure mechanisms, right? Our tendencies, which leads us to a self-defeating pattern. It could be overthinking. It could be, procrastination. It could be really, it could really be about not really doing what matters at the time. Every time you overcome a tendency like this, it's like you're weeding, you're removing the weed. out of your garden. Yes, I want you to do this. You're removing the weed out of the garden. Every habit you're putting, you're planting. You're planting the seed. Yes, do the plant. Do the plant. You're planting the seeds. And as you do this, small wins compounded daily over time, weeds removed eventually over time, in a matter of few days, you're going to be a completely different person. The power of small wins. Small wins are often underestimated. We are often very self-critical. We criticize ourselves for not taking massive actions. We read these motivation books, we watch movies, and then we think like, we all have to do something massive and that's what life transforms. No, life is transformed with these small wins. And often this happens when you start taking charge of your time. One of the signature works in building habits is Atomic Habits by James Clear. How many of you read or at least heard of this book? Say aye. Atomic Habits. You must have heard, you must have seen its cover, you must have seen it in bookstores. Yes, I read. Yes, Gitanjali says read. So many of you have read Atomic Habits, right? Wow, got the book, did not read. Kadambari, appreciate the honesty. So many of you are reading Atomic Habits. So, I think now we need to do, when we are targeting ads, we need to specifically mention people who read Atomic Habits. I think that is going to work. Anyways, jokes apart. So here you see, one very important aspect Atomic Habit talks about is that every action that you're taking, you are working towards building a new identity. Everything you're doing, you're creating a new version of yourself. Yesterday in the amazing session by Sanchari, she was talking about creating your version 2.0. You made a sketch, you made a diagram, you created an identity for yourself. Every time you're putting a habit, adding a habit, you're reinforcing that identity. You're changing your behavior, you're reinforcing an identity. Yes. Now, when you are doing this, when you're trying to change your behavior, most often what happens is that you often will lack the motivation. You'll not get the encouragement. And I want you to be fully honest with me. How many of you fear judgment from your friends and family? That if you are doing something like this, you're taking a class, you're waking up in the morning, you're taking a class or waking up in the morning, or you're taking into your reading books. I mean, I know so many people are afraid of reading books because they think what their in-laws will say. Yes. Thank you so much. You guys are being so honest. I appreciate you so much for that. Gayatri, Bhairavi, Drishti, Purnima. Yes, Prerna says I was once that person. Right? We all subconsciously, we all hold that fear. Even though we know that it is not something that we want. We know that it is not really helping us in any way. We still have a certain fear. Why? Because that is the only sense of belonging we have. Even if you might not necessarily agree with every decision your family is making, you yet feel guilty spending time for yourself because you feel like you're losing a sense of belongingness. Same with your friends. Even if you have certain people, even if you have certain toxic relationships, certain friends who pull you down, who are not really contributing to your growth, and you can actually, being with them is draining you of your, sucking you of your energy, we still hold on. Why? Partly, number one, because we want to be seen as a good person, and just taking time away from them would make us feel guilty. Yes. And number two, we ourselves feel a lot of FOMO, or fear, that if not them, what? How many of you are having a revelation? Comment in wow, you're having a revelation at this. You're feeling guilty for spending money for growth, goes into restaurants as well, and then you still feel guilty, right? Yes. It is so true. Karishma, Gayatri, Gitanjali, you all agree, right? How many of you agree with what I'm saying right now? As a result, we go into a negative loop, a negative spiral. And this spiral, this only pulls us down. So the number one thing that you need if you want to change your life is you have to start by changing your behavior, your approach on a day-to-day basis. You have to start thinking differently from others. Always remember, if you are doing what everyone else is doing, you're going to be exactly be like that. If you want to live a life that is different from others, then you have to start doing things that are different from others. And if you try to do this on your own, it always feels like you're trying to climb up a mountain, like with the fingers, you're gripping up, you're pulling up. It's a lot of struggle. And like you're struggling. But imagine if you're struggling up, going up there. Not all of us are Bahubali. We can't just keep climbing up like how Bahubali did. But instead, imagine someone put a rope from up there. Put a rope from up there, you held in hand, and then you were pulled upwards. Now you can be at ease. You can be at rest and be rest assured that you're going to reach your place because you're being pulled upwards. Yes. This is exactly what being in a community feels like. In all my experience coaching members, in all my experience building, changing my own life. And, I was never this person to begin with. Like, shall I take 2 minutes and tell you where I come from? Yes. So, firstly, how many of you can guess my age? And I want those who know me already, I don't want you to type in. Those who already know me, I don't want you to type in. I want the complete newcomers and those who are not familiar with me to comment at my age. Bhairavi says 32. Vidya says 35. Gayatri says 32. Late, right? Lakshmi Siddharthan says 55. My God, I don't know whether to feel flattered or feel insulted. I do feel flattered though that I'm so wise. Well, thank you so much for all your wonderful guesses. 55, 40, 35. I do feel very flattered indeed. My real age is I am turning 28, right? I just turned 28 and I
am 31.
Yeah, he's elder than me. Yes. So I am I just turned 28 and within this time I've had quite a few life experiences. Well, just 4 years ago, I was going through just for 2020 or 2020 early, just 4 years ago, I was going through my lowest time when I was in college. The final year I picked up architecture and I went through a complete, I went through a complete struggle where I did not connect with the course. I wanted to get out of the program and I did not exactly know where to go. So many of us face this on our experiences, right? When you were in college, you didn't like engineering, you wanted to go out, or maybe when you are in a job, you don't like, you want to move out from a job and anything. But yet many of us continue to do so because why? That's what we are supposed to be doing. Well, for me, I just could not. Whether it's my strength or not, I don't know. But I cannot do something that I don't resonate with. What I resonate with, I can go fully with. What I don't resonate, I cannot do at all. So what I spent all my time in college doing a lot of traveling solo, writing, reading, journaling, making a lot of drawings. I made some very beautiful artworks at that time. I was sharing my Instagram and I was having a lot of fun in that time as well. But well, 5 years into the course, I had 32 back papers 1 year back and life was not looking good. It was hell. I was constantly facing the pressure of completing my graduation. And of course, it's very understandable that when your parents have invested so much money into a course, they want you to complete it. But I did not want to. It was at that time, my then best friend invited me to call, invited me for having a strategic discussion with me. He had said that he had experience of working with some brands and he was pretty good designer. So I believed in him and he was my best friend. So he sat with me for some time, gave me a few ideas what I could do, and then dropped a bomb. I want 50,000 for my consultation. I want you to note that this is coming from your best friend who you're spending all your time with, who there was no discussion of money beforehand. And then the next response was, I'm going to send lawyer's notice if you don't do. I was shattered. I've never really thought of committing suicide, but if I had come to my closest, if I had been to a place where I thought that let me just jump down from the terrace of my building and finish it off. This is when I came. This is the closest to that moment. Neither my parents were believing in my dreams, nor my friends. I had no friends, no relatives, no one, nothing. Completely alone, even below rock bottom. I remember I had once taken a vacation to Varkala then, and I did not have any money to take a room. So I slept on the beach. A dog came and slept by my side. Rock bottom would be a word. Now, here, 4 years in, I have found the soulmate of my life. I got the Unicorn Award for earning 1 CR. I have been able to impact over 14,000 lives. And life has been a wonderful journey. My greatest treasure, my greatest gift is this person that you see here, who believed in all my dreams, who supported me with everything that I wanted to do. Well, how did this happen? It happened because I started by taking a small win and working on myself. I thought, okay, now my life is getting out of hand. What is one small thing that I can do? Well, I thought, okay, now let me start exercising regularly. Maybe that's something I can do. I started there. Then I thought, okay, now let me read more. I went from that. Then I thought, okay, I was sharing on Instagram. Let me make it more consistent. I did that. I wanted to teach. So I did not know how. So I started observing other coaches and I thought, okay, what is one small step I can implement? Well, since I was on my own, it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of struggles. And eventually, I'm glad that I was able to crack it. And now we are here. But then, even though I was teaching art at that time, I had made a promise to myself that if I could dedicate it, and which is essentially what work is, right? What is work? You're investing your whole life into doing something. People talk about work-life balance, but what is work-life balance if you're not really enjoying the work you're doing? You're spending 10 hours, 5 days of the week working. If you're not really calling it life, then what is life? So for me, if I said that, I decided if I'm going to invest my whole life into doing something, it is going to be helping people overcome their personal struggles, helping them become their better versions, their best versions of themselves, so that they don't have to experience the same challenges that I went through. So that no friend betrays them and makes them feel like complete shit. Now, I'm very fortunate that I do have my coach community. I do have my group where I am helping consistently work on themselves and become their best versions. We do this in the format of a 21-day transformation challenge now. And after having tried very different formats, we discovered that 21-day transformation works amazing. Why? Can anyone tell me why 21-day challenge? Anyone tell me why? Yes. It's because, yes, it takes that kind of time to form a habit. Now, your number can vary for different people. It can be 90 days, 60 days, 14 days. For us, the magic number we found is 21, and that's why we've been able to get the most results. Yes, your brain gets tuned to it. How many of you would love to be part of a community like this, where you're waking up every morning, you're being together, you're getting inspired, you're learning not just from me, you're learning from so many other members. You're working together as a community and you're becoming your better self. Say I. Say I and raise your hands. Yes. This is our community board. And here, this is our community board. These are all our members. Can you all see the screen? These are all our members. And every day, we wake up together. We start our day on this note with the morning meditation. Then we make our journals, we make our plan, we plan our day. Then we all do a task. Day 6, no screen time. Disha was catching up on the previous tasks. Living the ideal day. How to make your ideal day. Having a no screen time. Completing, taking digital notes. People make notes here. People learn here how to overcome the fear of technology. How to overcome the fear of camera. Because one of the most things that we have noticed is many of us are afraid of putting ourselves out there. If we can put ourselves confidently out there, then we learn how to really show up for ourselves in our life. Then here participants learn to take notes like this. Because how many of you would love to take notes online in this manner, digitally? Then they write, they talk about, they write their intros, they complete the task, they submit it. And it's in fact, I'll tell you the best, the most inspiring place that you can be on. We see when you're not inspired by your immediate environment, what you always need to seek is inspiration from the place around you. When you are working with a people, when you're working with a community, a group of people who are having similar vision, similar goals to what you are having, then your life becomes a wonderful, wonderful, jolly ride. And what actually happens within this 21-day transformation challenge? How many of you would like to know? Yes, like to know? Yes, comment in me if you would like to know what actually happens within the 21-day transformation challenge. So the very first thing that I want to tell you is that this is not a knowledge session. You would have noticed that we didn't spend 3 hours of your day morning just giving you knowledge and asking you to write notes. We were just doing. I was not telling you about preaching you about the benefits of gratitude. We were actually practicing gratitude, right? I was not talking about, I did not give a half an hour knowledge on the importance of exercise. We did it and experienced it firsthand. You see the difference here? We are all about doing an action taking. So the very first thing that I want to tell you is that this is not for people who are just seeking knowledge. You can find knowledge freely on the internet. We also offer a lot of free classes. Like right now, we're telling you can join in for a 10:30 AM session, which you're not even signed up for. This is part of a masterclass. We're offering it to you just because we think you guys have been great and you deserve it. So you can just show up. You can show up. Okay, I'll share the link in the WhatsApp group. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, join in. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, join in right now. And not for the Lifecraft members. The Lifecraft members need not do it. This is only for the members who are joining us for the first time. The Vision Board members, you can join in the WhatsApp group chat from here. Because knowledge is just available everywhere. What everyone struggles is with implementation. And that's why we come in, guided implementation. In the 21-day challenge, we are going to be working in 3 different phases. We're going to be working in 3 different phases. And in each one of those, we're going to be working in 3 different phases. And each week, there is going to be a specific area of focus. A specific area of focus. While the week 1 is going to be all about your health and habit reset. In the week 1, we're going to be focusing on your behavior change. You're going to be waking up. You're going to be waking up every morning with us. You're going to learn how to You're going to learn how to build habits of eating mindfully like this. You're going to build the habits of exercise. You're going to do things. You're going to do things such as you're going to learn how to plan your day ahead well. You're going to learn how to go through the entire week with clarity. You're going to learn pretty much basic understanding of everything over how to reset and set your life. By the end of this 1 week, you're going to be waking up consistently every morning. Everyone who's struggling to wake up in the morning, you're going to be waking up consistently every morning. And you know the best part? I'm going to be sitting with you every morning. Every morning live, I'm going to be sitting with you. And then we're going to do our morning ritual together. A lot of other people told me, Niranjan, isn't this so much work? Are you not overcommitting? Are you not committing too much? Well, according to me, I think of it as an honor because I get to spend the first 1 hour of my morning servicing my clients. While so many people are out there to make money for themselves and, just to benefit themselves, I feel good doing things that are actually benefiting others. I want to make a change. I want to make an impact here. So we spend every morning, and unlike today, we are not going to be taking 3 hours every morning. Half an hour every morning we're going to meet. We're going to set your day. We're going to set your routine. We're going to set your day, and you're going to be given a task for the day. Every day, you're supposed to be performing a task. And this task is going to be small things that you have to keep doing, that you have to keep doing every day. But the whole point is consistency. The whole point is consistency, that you don't let go of the flow, of the rhythm. Otherwise, you're going to, just come, you will learn something, then you're going to hardly implement, and you're going to be doing something. And we are very proud that we really take care of you. We make sure that you do the tasks. I personally look into how many people are doing the tasks, and you can see that there are so many who are consistently doing the tasks, and some people who have not been able to show up for different reasons. We maintain a scoreboard, and we see how each person is doing here. I think Carol, who's part of our coaching community, is sitting here, and I'm very proud that I really look into each one of your work. Look, I give feedbacks, and I give you, and I tag and I call you when you're not done. We also have Surya. Surya is now out because it's her birthday and we given her leave. Otherwise, you're also going to meet Surya, who's going to be calling you and who's going to be checking on you to see if you are actually able to stay consistent. So for everyone, how many of you here are struggling with procrastination? How many of you are struggling with procrastination? Yes, this is going to be a story of the past. You're going to wake up by the end of the 1 week. You're going to be waking up in the morning every day. You're going to be showing up consistently. You're going to build a routine for yourself. You're going to have clarity for the day. You're going to have an evening routine, and you are going to sleep so much better. So many of our problems can be sorted if we could just get 6-7 hours of peaceful sleep. The best part, you're going to find this energy for doing additional 2 hours of work every single day. How many of you think that would be amazing for 1 week? Having 2 hours every day. This freshness, much more. Yes. And that is just for week 1. By the end of this week 1, you're going to see massive transformation. We have so many amazing case studies of people who have made such massive impact and such massive differences into their lives. And it's an absolute wonder what they have been able to do. We have Anshul, we have Angel. We have these are all the amazing things people are saying here. We have Anshul, who has been able to consistently transform her life. She has been able to build consistency. She's been able to set her life goals. She's been able to overcome her crisis situation. And she's been able to really organize her time, get her get her personality, bring her personality out. We have Angel, who's a nutritionist, who's now being able to implement all the knowledge she's learned. Angel joined us because she had taken another coach. She had bought a course from another coach and she was not able to do it. So I said, you join us, I will show you how you can actually implement the things you're learning. And she's happier than ever. And the best part, she joined in for the first 1 month. She loved it. She now wants to be with us for the next 3 months. Magic happens. Magic happens when you build consistency. When you start seeing the wins and results for yourself, you are going to get addicted to the feeling. This is the best feeling of addiction. Week 2 is going to be all about overcoming your fear of camera and technology. Many of us are held back because we are constantly, we are afraid of AI, we are afraid of technology, we are afraid of we are afraid of digital, we don't understand Zoom. We are so afraid we feel outdated. We are so afraid of showing up in front of the camera. We want to speak up. We want to see something. How many of you here are aspiring entrepreneurs, creators, aspiring impact creators? As in, you want to do something impactful. You don't know yet what it is. It might not be a business yet. You want to do something impactful in your life. You want to contribute to others in a positive manner. Yes, say I. You really, yes. It's me. Yes. So many of you here. What is stopping us is our fear of putting ourselves out there. I truly have understood and learned from experience that if you're able to overcome your fear of putting yourself out there, a lot of things starts to change in your life. So the second week is going to be all about overcoming your fear of camera and technology. So you're going to be learning how to write your intros. You're going to be learning how to speak about yourself. You will learn how to give yourself an intro. Let's have a look at some of what people have been doing in the past. Some of what people have been doing. Just give me a minute. So here we have Harvinder, who's been, sorry, I accidentally closed the WhatsApp window. We have Shreya Gopinath, who's a aspiring artist, who's an artist herself, and she wants to start her own online art classes. We have Dr. Somnath, who's a doctor and wants to build and wants to write and wants to publish his own books. We have so many people we have Gurpreet, an aspiring life coach who wants to put herself out there. We have so many aspiring impact creators and aspiring people are really bringing an impact into others' lives. And all of them are held back by this common fear, the fear of camera. To record, put your content out there, fear of what other people think. Second week is all about overcoming that. Now I'm just, I accidentally closed my WhatsApp window and I lost this connection. Yeah. There you go. So we have Nitin, who's a graphic designer. He's all taking up. All of them are appearing, showing themselves up in front of the camera. Subha, they take 1 take, 2 take, all of them coming up, speaking up. And I give them feedback, what they need to do, how they need to improve, what they can do. And it always feels good, right? When you have someone who's always there to, always give you, keep a watch over you, keep you accountable and tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. Life feels so much more good. How many of you would love to overcome your fear of putting yourself out there and build more self-confidence in me? This is me. This is something that I am genuinely looking for. This is something that I want, me. Yes. Well, amazing, right? Feels good, right? Yes. How many of you at this point are already feeling that, this is exactly designed for me? I am just Niranjan. Just give me the link. I'm going to take it. How many of you see this? How many of you are feeling this, Semi? Just give me the link. I'm ready to take it. Niranjan, yeah, I love this. Sansari, I love you guys. Just tell me. Well, I love you this. I love you for this. Let me just complete. Wait until what we're going to be doing about for week 3. Well, the week 3, it's going to be all about setting a life vision for yourself that is larger than life itself. You're going to work on each category of your life. And the way that we set our life goals and life vision, we don't really write vague statements or vague goals. We really, this is my copies from my life book. We write our goals, each category wise, with its details. What are my beliefs around this category? What are my goals? What do I want to accomplish? What's my purpose? And, we work on an approach, what is called the soul book. And you're going to be creating a clarity and a vision for your life. You're not just going to be creating a vision board. You're actually going to create an action plan for every category, everything that you want to do. All the visions that you had mentioned yesterday and you're going to be doing tomorrow, you're actually going to be implementing these. You're going to walk out a completely new person. The craziest part, we are going to end it with a fashion show. When we did the fashion show last time, people went absolutely nuts and they were like, my God, I mean, I always felt like I wanted to, how many of you secretly dream like you could become Miss India? That, you could secretly dream like you could win a beauty pageant. Maybe you don't feel adequate. That's a different story altogether, but you secretly wish that you could, walk the ramp, that you could, a spotlight could fall on you. Be honest. I know you all want this. Yes, you all secretly wish this. Yes, Prerna, Gayatri, Kadambari. Yes, me. Yes, that's you. Yes, yes. So, well, week 3 is going to be about bringing that confidence out, putting sins on. We've already worked on your confidence. You're going to be bringing it out there and you're going to be having your time, your show time, where you are going to dazzle all of us with your presence. Now, in order to join this, how many of you, at this point, so many of you sitting, if you're still sitting here, that means you're pretty much 80-90% you already want to know it. The only thing that you're telling is, okay, Niranjan, how much does it cost? I don't know what it's costing. Or maybe he's going to say something like, is it like exorbitant price, 1 lakh or something? We do have our offering for 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, but that is for very advanced people who want to really work on their coaching careers with us. We have 1.5 lakh offering and it's full. We can't take anyone at this point right now. So even if you want to work with us on a close basis consistently, you can let us know and maybe you can book your seat in advance. But for here, because I genuinely want to reach out to as many people as possible and help you all, the price of this is not going to be 1,50,000. It's not going to be 20,000. It's not even going to be 10,000. In fact, for 21 days of consistency being here, you're going to be spending less than the price of a coffee. You're going to be spending less than the price of a coffee. The entire price for this entire challenge is going to be just 3,000 rupees. So I'm going to be dropping the link here for you. For everyone who wants to take action, who see themselves as, I am now ready to work on myself. This is for you. Well, now you will have questions about class timings, class sessions. The basic structure of the session is going to be that we're going to be having a weekend. We are going to be having daily morning sessions, daily morning huddles for 21 days, which will be followed by just dropping the link in the chat here. You can all register. Sanchari has also dropped it in the WhatsApp group. You can all take action. You can all register. It's only 3,000 rupees right now. And the basic structure of the class is going to be that we're going to be having daily morning huddles. 5:30 a.m. we meet, 6 a.m. we meet every day, not 5:30. Sorry, 6 to 6:30 a.m. we meet every morning. And then we meet on Saturday for a masterclass where you're going to be learning about the ideas for what you're going to be covering on the week. We're going to be introducing a topic, a 2-hour masterclass on a Saturday. The key thing is the tasks that you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis and the accountability. Every day you'll be asked to do tasks. This is purely for people who are ready to implement, who are tired of taking courses, who are tired of taking 199 courses, and now you actually want to put things into action, who are tired of watching YouTube videos, reading books, and now you are ready to do something about it. This program is for you. So we are going to be doing a daily task, and on certain days of the week, we'll be having special knowledge sessions, which will be announced beforehand. We will also be having doubt clearance session where you can ask your doubts and, where you can really have a very nice one-on-one conversation where you'll all be allowed on. When will we be starting this session? So the core of this masterclass, when we start, since we'll be traveling mostly throughout this month of July, we'll be traveling to Bangalore for a mastermind. Then we are going to be going to Goa for a summit. And we'll be traveling around a lot in this month. We are going to be starting with the pre-tasks by the middle of this month. And we're going to be accelerating at full pace from August. Since you're all ready to take action so fast, so prompt, I'm offering this program to you, which was earlier given at 5,000 rupees. Now for you at such a huge offer here. Now it is here. This is for all the action takers. I've dropped the link. Now, anyone who wants to ask your questions, your doubts, you can ask. Okay. I'll just allow you all permission to unmute. And now it is your time. You can ask your questions. I mean, honestly, if you're still sitting here, I know that you really want to come far with me and Sanchari. Now, the only thing is probably, you have a little doubts that you're still not sure about. So that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear from you. So Prerna, you can directly unmute and ask, actually. Have the permission to.
Hi, Niranjan. Thank you
Hey, good morning.
Start to the morning that you got started.
Thank you so much.
I may have missed. So every morning we meet at 6. And
Correct.
what time?
Weekdays. Morning weekdays, we meet at 6 to 6:30.
6 to 6:30. Okay. And Saturday, what are the timings for the session?
Saturday, we meet at 10:30 a.m. 10:30 to 1. Yeah. 10:30 to 1 p.m. Yeah.
Got it.
10:30 to 12:30, 10:30 to 1 p.m. is when we meet.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the live classes. Again, the whole weightage is not about the live classes. The whole weightage is about what we're going to be doing
Yes.
in between the week as we go ahead. That is what really
Hi,
our
Niranjan.
entire focus is going to be. So let me show you. Hey there. Yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Do we get a recording if we miss any of these sessions?
100%.
Okay, so the recording comes every day.
Yes. So the recording
in
I will
case-
show you.
Ah,
We will basically see. I understand that many people do miss. We take attendance, we keep a track, we call out people who are not showing up. Yet we understand many people miss the classes. So all the resources and recordings, it's going to be here. The attendance. So this is where all the, we'll be sharing the recording. So this is basically going to be a community. When you sign up, you're going to be signing up into a community like this. And this is where we'll be giving you all the recordings. So you can, the recordings are actually very easy to find and you can do it. You'll be
Perfect.
given these
Thank you.
trackers, take print off and everything. So
Yeah.
here, so Prerna, these are, like the task every day, day 11, record a 1-minute video, day 10, practice your self-introduction. Then day 7, live your ideal day. So we're going to be having your tasks to submit, practice no screen time, read 10 pages from a book. So share a photo of you exercising. It's all fun tasks and people have so much fun doing these tasks. They tell that they do so much in this 10 days than they have been able to do in months.
And we also meet on Zoom every day. We meet on
Yes,
Zoom
we
and the activity is fun. Okay.
Exactly. Yes, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
Come and join it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Can I reduce weight by this 21 days? So super. Very good question by Ravi. So since our program is not particularly targeted for physical transformation, yet if you are able to implement, see the what, how to lose weight. And I have complete rights to tell because I have myself been going through physical transformation. Since the last 6 months, I have been able to drastically cut my weight from 80 kilos to now 69 kilos, 11 kilos over the past 6 months. And so has Sanchari also. Sanchari is also has been able to drastically cut over 8 kilos. So the basic idea of losing weight is the idea of caloric deficit. That means you consume less energy in foods than you spend. So if you are able to implement some of the practices like mindful eating, what happens when you're eating mindfully? You're eating less food, right? You're eating less food, more nutritious food. Second thing is you're exercising regularly. You're exercising every day, at least 30 minutes. With this dance workout, you would have burnt at least 150 calories. Now imagine you do that every day, combined with less eating. By the end of these 21 days, chances are that you would have lost at least 2 kilos. It is very much possible. Okay. Yes. So, yes, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay. Any other next question? What is it? Yeah. Super. So let me show you in detail, let me show you in detail what is, how these are going to be structured. So see, firstly, you need to understand that this is mostly if you have taken courses in the past and it has not worked, this is especially for you. Like I gave you the example of Angel, there are so many people who take courses and are not able to implement anything. So this is for everyone who are tired of Gyan and who wants to start implementing. So it's not about recordings, it's about daily tasks. We're going to be sharing you a lot of resources. Recordings will be shared in case anyone who misses. But apart from that, we're going to be having a lot of activities, small activities that takes around only 20 minutes every day. But again, remember, it's all about the power of small wins. Week 1 is going to be all about building your behavior, building your ideal behavior, building your ideal lifestyle, your ideal daily routine. The second week is going to be about your resetting your confidence, overcoming your fear of camera, actually learning to talk, learning to speak up. You'll realize that through these practices, you feel so much more self-esteem, so much more confidence about yourself. And the week 3 is all about transforming yourself fully through an complete identity shift. So we'll be having the morning 6 to 6:30 a.m. 5 days of the week we meet. Then we meet for a Saturday masterclass. Then we are going to be having knowledge sessions 2 days of the week. So this will also include a doubt clearance session. And these are the live classes again. These are again the live classes. So yes, this is exactly for you. Now, see, if you told me, when I was in my struggling times and you told me that if I could learn from the experience of a person who has been able to, if I could sit live class with the experience of a person who has been able to build a 7-figure business, who has been able to change his life change his own life, build his own business, and have an amazing community along with it, where I'm also guided and given feedback on, then I'll just be like, just take me in. Just take me in. Because honestly, 3,000 rupees, it's nothing. Like it's nothing. It's less than what we would spend in maybe 1 week when you're really going out. It's actually nothing. And this is the amount you're paying to transform into your new you. It's a price that you're paying for your dreams, honestly. It's a price that you're paying for your dreams so that you actually get to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're tired of feeling bad about yourself, if you're tired of constantly procrastinating, if you're tired that, I don't want this anymore. I really want, I deserve so much more in life, then this is completely for you. Yes. Jemima, Shilpa, Vidya, Ruhi. And since you're all ready to take action so quickly, we are offering it to you at such this prices. Because the next time you come, you're going to see that the price is going to be slightly higher. The price, you're not going to be getting it at the same price. Okay. So this will be valid for today and until the end of this Vision Board Masterclass. Any other questions? Please, all of you, if you have any questions, you can ask. I want to hear. So I want to hear from others on. I want to hear it from others. What about you? What are you thinking of? Yes. Dates, when is it going to start? So we are going to be starting with the pre-tasks and we're going to be starting with activities from the mid of July itself. We're going to be giving you activities to start with. The core of the masterclass is going to be starting from August. Because we have a lot of traveling and things to do, and we'll be ready to fully commit to a daily huddle on August. Okay. So don't worry about that. We are constantly going to be giving you tasks. You're not going to feel bored. We're going to give you pre-tasks and activities, and we're going to keep you busy until then.
Niranjan, I'm a little confused here. So when you say you'll start giving tasks from mid of July, but core of the classes would start from August, what does
Yes.
that mean? If you could just.
So I understand. So here basically we are going the way that the core of the masterclass where we're going to be doing all these we are going to be going fully in a structured manner where we take your scores, where we mark your attendance, and you're going to be doing it in full accelerated pace. It is going to be from August. But from July itself, we are going to be giving you recordings to watch. We're going to be giving you classes. We're going to be giving you boot camps to attend. You get this time to work on yourself already. And this is time that you're getting in advance, because those who join in late, they will not get this time with us. They will not get this additional time with us. Right? For them, we just start here. You're going to get this additional time where you can spend more time with us. Okay.
Got it. So would it be right to say that actual 21 days with you live start from August? However, we
Yes.
get this prep time from mid of July.
Exactly.
Got
And
it.
think of the warm up, and then we'll be turning up the heat. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Superb. So now, if anyone has any questions, you can ask, or otherwise it's a wrap for the day. I will let you all go. I'll let you all leave. Remember, we have a bonus session today at 10:30 a.m. Again, the link will be shared in the group. If you're not part of the group yet, I'll be sharing the link once again for you all, so that you can all join and be part of the group. Need to share the vision board 27. So if you're not part of the group yet, please join in. And the link will be shared there. It's a bonus session, complete bonus. And we'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Sunday, 7 p.m. is going to be the final session. All right. Day 3, where it's going to be your favorite class, most probably, because you're going to be creating a magic vision board. You're going to be creating a magic vision action board. You're going to be creating, if you would love to have this. See, this is the front page. Every time I enter the studio, I'm inspired with all the things that I have to do. It's a very inspiring space to be in. Okay. Yes. All right. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.